There was a story with a fellow by the name of Dennis and Rav Elchanan Wasserman. Dennis was a great philanthropist. He would give a lot of money. He was a great givir. He gave a lot of money to tzedakah, and he would invest a lot of money to Rav Elchanan's yeshiva. And one day Rav Elchanan Wasserman came to collect money from Dennis. And it was raining outside, and it was pouring. There was mud outside, and his boots, the rabbi's boots, were filthy. And the rabbi comes to the front door, and he's thinking, Dennis has such a nice house. He has nice rugs and carpets. I'm going to walk in. I'm going to get his rugs dirty. I'd rather go through the side door. I could come back another day when it's not so messy outside, and I don't have so much mud in my shoes. But I already came all the way here. I might as well just use the side door. That's where all the servants come in through anyways. So he goes to the side door, and he knocks on the door. The daughters of Dennis come, and they say, "Who is it?" So he says, "It's me, Elchanan Wasserman." He says, "Oh, the rabbi is here." And then they go get their father. The father comes, opens the door, and Rav Elchanan walks in. And he says, the father says, "I don't understand. What did I do wrong to you?" He says, "What do you mean, why I did wrong to you?" He says, "Why did you have to treat me like this?" He says, "Treat you like what?" He says, "You came to my house through the side door. Rabbi, do you have any idea how much I invest into my children's chinuch so they could see how much the Torah means to me? You know that we have people coming to do business with me all the time, and they come to the front door. But a rabbi, he comes to the side door? This is how we treat rabbis? I want my children to see that we respect Torah scholars." He says, "But I have dirty shoes. I didn't want to walk on your carpet." He says, "I want my kids to see that materialism is nothing. I want them to see that Torah is everything to us, that we treat Torah greater than we treat any materialism in this world. Who cares about the carpet? A Torah scholar comes to my house, I have to treat him respectfully, with a proper honor. Now, Rabbi, please, do me a favor. I'm not going to forgive you unless you do something for me." He says, "Whatever you say, just tell me what you want. Just please, don't get upset at me." He says, "I want you to come back, but go around and come from the front." So the rabbi says, "Okay." He goes to the front, knocks on the door. So the daughters come, open the door. They said, "Oh, it must be that the rabbi decided to use the other door." So he says, "Oh, Abba, the rabbi came from the front door. Please get him from the front door." Now he comes out, the father, Dennis, comes out. He sees Rav Elchanan Wasserman. He sees him and he greets him with a big smile. "Rabbi, how are you?" He hugs him, and he's wearing a nice suit, and the rabbi's wearing this coat that's drenched with, soaked with water, and it's muddy, and his shoes are muddy. He says, "Rabbi, come in." He pulls him into the house, and he makes him trample all over his carpet. "Rabbi, please sit down over here on this chair. You know what? This chair is not comfortable. Get up." And he picks him up, and you see all the mud is on the chair, and then he takes him and he throws him on the couch. "Rabbi, sit on this couch, it's better." And then he says, "No, this couch is not comfortable enough. Come sit over here on this couch." And from couch to couch, the whole house is filled with mud. It's stained. And then he says, "Oh, what privilege, what honor do I have that the rabbi came to visit me? Is it because you gave me the honor that you want me to give money to your yeshiva?" Of course. He takes out a check, and he writes out a check for him, and he gives him the check. And then he bids him for a while. So they asked Rav Elchanan Wasserman, I heard about this Dennis, that he gives you a lot of money. But, we also heard about his daughters, that they all married kollel guys. How is it possible that they all married kollel guys? Usually people from such rich homes, they marry people from rich homes because they want to live a luxurious life. Why do they want a person from a poor home so they can support them? It's very unusual, but here they had the Mesirat Nefesh. They went out of there. Every single one of his daughters married a kollel guy. They support the guy in kollel. Where did they have this Mesirat Nefesh from? He said, "Let me tell you a story." And he said over the story that happened with him and Dennis, how he came to his house, and Dennis made him sit in every single couch and made everything muddy in the house, just to show his children, by example, that materialism is nothing. The Torah is everything to us. We put Torah before materialism. The Torah comes first. The Torah scholars, and the honor that we give to the Torah, and the chashivas to Torah is everything to us. And because he had such a great feeling towards the Torah, of course his daughters grew up with that same mentality, and they understood the chashivas of Torah, and that's why they ended up marrying Torah scholars. Because they saw their father love Torah so much, and how much he respected it, and how materialism meant nothing to him. Although he was a very wealthy man, but look how he contributed to tzedakah, how much he gave to tzedakah, to charity, how much he invested into showing his children the Torah means everything to me. And because he loved the Torah so much, and it meant so much to him, the Torah meant so much to his daughters as well. I don't know what we can do on our part to show our children how much the Torah means to us. I don't know how far we can go. But at least when we sit by the Shabbat table, at least we could say Divrei Torah. At least we could listen to something on TorahAnytime, pick up a nice concept. You ladies come to my classes, I'm sure you have hundreds of things to say. But if you can't make it to class, at least listen to a lecture on TorahAnytime, something, so you come to the table and have some Divrei Torah to share. And there's great books out there. Rabbi Wallerstein's new book that came out, it was beautifully edited, and it's a great written book, and you could share so many great stories. It's a game changer for the table. Everyone's going to be so inspired by that book. Just share one story from that book. You'll see the faces of everybody by that table. Everyone's going to already light up. Or books like What If or V'harav Na by Rabbi Yitzhak Zilberstein that gives you different interesting cases, and it's going to enamor everybody. It's going to get everybody involved with different questions and cases. Or books like Torah Ifig, Rabbi Ayman Elbaz, that gives you different pointers on the parsha and gives you interesting questions. If you learn these type of books and you get everyone engaged of course, that's a method of showing kids how exciting Torah is and how beautiful Torah is. A great method of showing kids of what Torah means to you and how excited you are by the table of sharing it with them. And if we could do our part and show our kids what it means to have Torah in our life, I'm sure it's going to have a great impact on them as well.